Good evening. I want to talk to you today about transits and eclipses. A transit in astronomy is when one object out there gets in front of another. Our 8 planets all orbit the sun's equator in a flat disk, much like cars in their own lanes going around on a racetrack. However, there's a little bit of a tilt between the Earth's orbit and Venus's orbit, just enough to make sure that when Venus, Earth, and Sun are lined up, most of the time we see Venus either above the Sun or below the Sun. But every once in a great while, everything lines up perfectly, and we actually see Venus cross the face of the Sun, as we did in 2012. Next. All right. So it's a remarkable testament to our understanding of the motions of the planet that we can predict the pattern of these transits of Venus centuries in advance. Here's a little calendar which shows you past and future eclipses, transits, and the last transit of Venus was on June 5th, 2012, and it was the one that our composer saw and inspired the piece. These photos of transits can be quite beautiful, as you will see in the images shown during the music. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about one special kind of transit tonight. A particular form of transit is called an eclipse, when one astronomical object can actually cover up the full disk of another. For example, our moon can cover up the sun. And we have just such an eclipse of the sun coming this year on Monday, August 21. Over a narrow path, only 60 or so miles across, the moon will completely cover the sun, giving us a spectacular total eclipse. With the sun fully covered, the sky will go dark and the stars will come out for a few minutes. Now think about it. It's a marvelous coincidence that as seen from Earth, the sun and the moon are exactly the same size in the sky, so that the moon can cover up the sun as we see it. It turns out that this precise coincidence is not true for any other planet-moon combination in our solar system. Here is a scene recorded by one of our Mars landers, when Phobos, one of the 2 little moons of Mars, tried to eclipse the sun. You can see it's pathetic, right? Much too small to eclipse the sun. So where exactly do we need to be on Earth for this coincidence to work on August 21 for us to see a total eclipse path? Here's the path. The eclipse is total in a zone about 60 miles wide that starts on a beach in Oregon and ends off the coast of South Carolina. The eclipse path gets a little corner of St. Louis and all of Nashville, but other than that, it's all mostly small towns and rural areas. So if you have relatives or friends in this path, now's the time to remind them how much you miss each other and how you want to get together this August. Now, for the rest of the country, including the Bay Area, we will see a partial eclipse where part of the sun is covered by the moon. And this is also very interesting and can be quite dramatic. The sun, though, is always dangerous to look at when any part of it is showing. So to observe the eclipse, you will need the glasses you got tonight. Please fold them up and make sure the special filter material doesn't get any holes or damage in it. When the eclipse comes, wear it snugly over your nose and ears, and you can then look at the sun safely. And by the way, you don't have to wait for an eclipse. You can look at the sun anytime with those glasses. We'd like to thank Google for contributing the glasses you got tonight. I should mention that Google and the University of California at Berkeley are working to construct a mega movie of thousands of photographs taken during the eclipse and constructed right then and there. And they're still looking for good photographers to join in. Google Eclipse Mega Movie if you'd like to find out more. Now, more glasses will be available through public libraries. I'm proud to be one of the leaders of a project funded by the Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation and Google, to make 2 million such glasses available through public libraries nationwide. Now, thank you. I was tickled too. Now, what will the August eclipse be like in the Bay Area? The next slide shows you the details. The partial eclipse for us begins at 9 a.m. It's at maximum, and about 3/4 of the sun will be covered at 10:15, and the eclipse is over at 11:37 on Monday, August 21. You can get a free booklet on the web with full eclipse information and many other safe viewing methods. The URL for that particular booklet is in your symphony program on the same page as my biography. Please take your program with you. For information to help your kids and grandkids appreciate and understand what's coming, I wanted to mention a new children's book from the nonprofit National Science Teachers Association. More information about this book is in your program as well. Now, please enjoy some beautiful transit images as Maestro Goodman conducts the Transit of Venus.